Hi everyone, welcome back to Digital Energy, where we talk about Bitcoin, other digital assets, and the incredible crypto revolution that's sweeping the globe. Today, I want to talk a little bit about crypto wallets, how you can conceptualize them so that you can eventually feel comfortable setting up your own private crypto wallet and holding your own private keys. The term crypto wallets is really kind of confusing because a crypto wallet really isn't any kind of physical wallet, and it really doesn't ever actually hold your cryptocurrencies. Your cryptocurrencies are actually just digital entries in the blockchain database, and so in essence they exist out in the internet on that blockchain database. So if a crypto wallet doesn't really ever hold your crypto, then what is it? All crypto wallets are essentially just software. Software that's used to create a private key code, and that key code is then associated using that software to certain digital assets. And it's that private key code, that private key, that allows you to access and control those particular digital assets. If you're finding this content useful, please hit the like button, subscribe, post a comment or question below, and share this video and the channel with your family and friends. So now that we understand that a crypto wallet isn't really a wallet, it doesn't ever really hold your digital assets, it's a software application that creates a private key and allows you to associate that private key with certain digital assets so that you can control and access those assets. Then we have to start talking about some of the terminology that's common in the industry with regard to crypto wallets. You might have heard terms such as third-party wallets or private wallets, hot wallets, cold wallets. Sometimes people refer to certain wallets as mobile wallets or computer wallets or hardware wallets. These are all terms that are used to describe various types of crypto wallets. But remember, every single type of crypto wallet provides this basic functionality. It is an application that creates a private key that you can then associate with certain digital assets, and you use that private key then from that time forward to access and control those assets. All crypto wallets can be separated into two groups, essentially. Third-party wallets and private wallets. A third-party wallet is simply a wallet or a private key that is held by a third party for your benefit. A good example of these types of wallets would be any of the crypto exchanges, Coinbase, Binance, FTX. If you set up an account on those exchanges and then you buy whatever digital asset you purchase, be it Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever, that digital asset is being held under the private key that was generated in Coinbase's wallet. Now it's being held for your benefit and it's set aside as something that belongs to you, but it's being controlled and accessed using, for instance, Coinbase's private key, not your own private key. Therefore, it's a third party that's holding it for you, and thus the name third-party wallet. Now, there are certain risks when you hold your digital assets in that way. These risks are often referred to as third-party risks. For instance, what if Coinbase goes bankrupt? What if Coinbase gets shut down by a government? What if Coinbase has a technical malfunction and you can't access the account? All of these third-party risks can potentially come into play. Now, they may be somewhat remote, and I think, with very reputable exchanges, they are somewhat remote. But nonetheless, there is some risk there, and many people believe that unless you hold your digital assets with your own private keys, then you're really not owning that asset in the most pure ownership form. Private wallets, on the other hand, are the wallets that you personally create, where you download the application, whether it be on your computer, your mobile phone, and with that application you generate your own private key. You then use that application to associate your own private key to certain digital assets, and from that point forward, your private key is used to access and control those assets. Now, it is important here to remind you that When you are using your own private key, if you lose that key, or if you write it down wrong or remember it wrong, you could lose the digital assets that you associate with that private key, because no one else has it. You can't call customer service. There is no such thing. This is a form of true ownership. These assets, once controlled by your private key, become what are known as bearer assets. You are the bearer of them, you hold them. If you lose your key, you can no longer access them. So it's very important that you develop a strategy to safeguard your private key, and that you store it in such a way that you can always retrieve it. Now, with regard to either third-party wallets or private wallets, you may have heard the term hot wallet or cold wallet. The terms hot and cold simply mean whether or not that particular wallet is connected to the internet or not. For example, almost every third-party wallet that you can think of is a hot wallet, in that it's connected to the internet at all times, obviously, so that you, as the ultimate owner of the crypto, you can access the wallet and either trade or transfer your cryptocurrencies through Coinbase, etc. So, as I mentioned, nearly all third-party wallets are hot wallets or connected to the internet. Also, wallets such as wallets that you download onto your cell phone, onto your computer, these would typically be hot wallets as well, because they are connected to the internet at all times. A cold wallet, on the other hand, sometimes referred to as a hardware wallet, is usually a little device that you can purchase that often looks like a thumb drive. You can connect it to the internet in order to generate your private key code and to associate that private key with certain digital assets, but then you can disconnect it physically from the internet. By removing the connection with the internet, it adds an additional layer of security by making it much harder to hack your private key. So there you have it. A crypto wallet is not actually a wallet in the sense that it holds a cryptocurrency. What a crypto wallet is a software application that creates a private key and then facilitates the association of that private key to whatever digital asset that you want to associate it with. Once you associate a private key with that digital asset, it is that private key and that private key only that can be used to access the digital asset and to transfer or otherwise manipulate that asset. As we've discussed, these wallets can be third-party wallets, private wallets. They can be cold or hot. They can be downloaded onto your mobile phone, and sometimes people call that a mobile wallet. They can be downloaded onto your computer. Sometimes people call those computer wallets. They can also be on a little hardware device, sometimes called a hardware wallet, that is typically able to be disconnected from the internet and therefore is considered a cold wallet. If you have any comments or questions, please post them below. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, this is Brett with Digital Energy saying protect yourself out there.